Hi, this is Lola and welcome back to my channel. Today I have some picking up to do on some journaling, so I figured I will do it, we could do it together. So let's see. First of all, I'm going to talk about my weeks, hand-stitched leather cover, leather tee cover for my weeks. I'm having trouble today. Still have it. Honestly, that's I think it's the only weeks cover I have left. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think I have found a week's cover I really love. Part of me next year, on September 1st, I want to order, and I think the one that I want to order is a hardcover and just have the plastic. I do like this pocket. I have thought of trying to perhaps get one of the Sojourner like this, but I'm between having this as the base leather, which I think, not sure if it's the Roadrunner or the Caribou. I would have to look back, and then have the special brown, because I do like a little bit of structure. I like the idea of if I have a hardcover that I like, to be able to see it, right? And I really do like putting a pen or two in there. So that was my thought. I don't know why I felt like sharing with you, but I did. I'm really excited about some of the covers, like I said, which it's been a while since I felt that way. So what I wanted to do today is, is paint this and then kind of do a little bit of this. So I got this pen from Amazon, and I was following a link from Brie, A Documented Journey, and I really like it. I don't know if, I think I've mentioned it probably 100 times, but while I was in Europe, all my Pigma microns ran out of ink, or a problem that I found myself, I think you can see it, maybe not, but basically the tip goes in all the way, and that's happened to me a few times. So instead of going on the hunt and trying to go find another one, I just started using literally like a Bic. I don't know why it is. I kind of followed my son's lead, who just uses whatever to sketch, and he sketches all day long. He's actually very, very good. He's 10, but it's happened many times that we're at a restaurant and people stop just to let him know how good he is, which is kind of nice. So today is Tuesday, and I went to Fitness 19. So just so we're clear, this is the first time in my life where I stick with something workout-wise, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what my secret is. I started Fitness 19 in December, and I tried to go at least 3 times a week, and I went with a friend, but a lot of the times, our schedule conflicted, and we still went. And I didn't push myself too hard. I would just do the treadmill and do some of the machines, and little by little I did more. And then one day, I think it was right before I left for Europe, maybe a month before or something, I was on the treadmill and I was getting all these happy feelings. And I realized that the secret was to stay longer. And so I ended up doing 5 miles. And that was my secret, is when I did 5 miles, I left the place happy. And because I left the place happy, I wanted to go back. And I paced myself, right now I'm lucky that I can take my time. It's not always going to be the case, but right now it is. And I noticed that my body was transforming, but I don't know, it goes into all the conversation of how to raise a girl, I think. But basically, let's go back. The other day, my daughter, who had cut her hair, she always had really long hair. She cut her hair maybe 6 months ago because she saw Spider-Gwen. She really loved Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I loved too. It was a great movie. And so she cut her hair short and she loved it. And her brother was getting a haircut and she said, I think I'm gonna cut my hair because. So sorry, I got a phone call. So what I was gonna say is somebody told her you should do it because everybody loved your short hair. And that, to me, was an issue. I told her, you look good with your short hair, you look good with your long hair. The bottom line is you cut your hair if you feel like cutting your hair. I think we're so used to, I mean, I was at the gym today and I was seeing this commercial where it was like a pill to lose weight. And instead of being like a woman who's not happy with her own body for her own reason, they were showing this woman and these other girls and these boys are there and they're putting their swimsuit and she feels self-conscious because of the other person and the way they're going to judge, and that I think is a huge problem. And when I let go of this is when, instead of worrying about losing weight, I wasn't doing any of that. When I started going to the gym, I wanted to feel healthy and I wanted to be strong. I found myself, last summer I was really, really skinny. I was losing my hair because I had just had gone through a divorce and that was the state it left me in. Now, since then, I gained weight. I've had people that I've known for years feel the need to tell me that I gain weight. And I realized that, one, I didn't care when they would say it because it's not their body, it's mine. And two, as long as I felt strong, I was happy. And so that's been my new thing is I don't think about my weight. I don't think about any of that. I think about how does it make me feel and what is in my mind, what would be my best self. I always wanted to be kind of healthy. I love healthy foods and I also have a little bit of a hard time with digesting stuff that's kind of heavy. So I know it doesn't make me feel great. And so once I let go again of the expectation of others and kind of the superficial reasons why you may do that, it totally helped me get back on track because I'm not pressuring myself. I'm not doing it for any other reason than to feel good and to be my best self, like when they say live your best life, and it's finally worked for me. I don't know if it's like getting older that gives you that insight where you can kind of realize that it doesn't matter what other people think. As long as you think the best of yourself, that's all that's gonna matter. And it's so true. But I don't know, part of me wishes I had figured that out sooner, and part of me wonders if in our world is just that difficult to do that. I don't know. I'm just kind of I guess talking a lot, but I don't know. Sometimes I see patterns in what younger women do that I also did, and I wish I could share the wisdom of my experience, but I realize everybody has to go through their own path. So I know that doesn't work. I just wish girls didn't have so much pressure on the way they look, and I think our world now is so focused on that. so focused on that. It just sometimes it scares me how focused we are on, I don't know, how many likes you get, how many people look at your Facebook, how many, I don't know. I don't quite understand where this world is gonna go, but I know it's gonna go somewhere. It has to. But I guess I'm having deep thoughts today. But to go back to the beginning, I just went to the gym. Today I did my 5 miles and it felt amazing. And my friend was there and she was like, wow, are you gonna be here tomorrow? And I said, oh, I don't think so. It was really hard today. I had a hard time. But then I left and I was so happy and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be back tomorrow because I feel good, I feel productive, I have more creative ideas. I am better off when I do it. And so every day that I can do it and I have that kind of time, I will do it. When my kids are with me, I usually don't, well, especially during the summer, I didn't, but to be honest, we were walking 5 miles a day in Paris, and we made a point of that. And I thought it was funny because the kids were like, how many miles did we walk today? Like 3 miles. Okay, well, we gotta keep walking. That's right. But I do like that they see that I want to, I mean, honestly, it's just being healthy. It's just, it feels better for me. I've always walked a lot. I mean, I am Parisian, and that is what we do. When you live in Paris, you do walk a lot. I saw A Star is Born on Sunday. I didn't do much. We went to a big party. My boyfriend's family has a really huge summer party every end of summer, I guess. Not really end of summer, but... And we went to bed late, so we watched a few movies on Sunday, but I finally watched A Star is Born. Oh, I didn't want to watch it because I cry really easily in movies, like really easily, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. And I did cry, if you're wondering. Always will. It's just how I'm made, I guess. Very empathic. I wish I wasn't sometimes, but then my kids are so used to it. They're like, Mama, you can't cry at everything. It's so beautiful. And that's how I feel it. Okay, so I totally veered, of course. I knew I was having big thoughts about women and how to raise little girls to appreciate their own value, and I think it goes for boys as well. So my son really draws really well, like I mentioned, like really well. And he really wants an Instagram, and I'm not against it, but the first thing that I told him was, okay, I have one, but you can look, he doesn't have a phone, so he wouldn't be able to, which is the only reason I think I would be kind of okay. It would be completely anonymous, and it would just be drawings, really. But my rule would be, you don't, when I post photos online, because I have an Instagram, I don't look how many likes I have. The only times I do look is when I'm trying to figure out how this photo did compared to this photo. And what I found out is that I didn't find out anything. In other words, the same photo can do very well on Instagram and very poorly on Facebook, and vice versa. So I've stopped even looking. And some of my most favorite photographers don't have a huge Instagram account. So I know how to make, the difference, but I'm also almost 43 in a few weeks. But yeah, so that was all the thoughts I had. I'm just like, I think the wave is actually changing. I think the fact that we have plus size model, which I wish they weren't called plus size model, especially because it used to be, I think the plus size model was like size 8, which, like, I'm sorry, but that is not plus size. That's good. Like, you can't, that's ridiculous. Like, how can the standard be a size 0? I don't understand it. I don't get it. But I love that there seems to be a pull for different body shapes, and as well as, I should say, more different ethnicities, and leaving the cellulite and leaving the stretch marks and leaving all these things that are just life. We're human. We don't look perfect. And in fact, perfection is boring, and I wish everybody realized that most of the time what is attractive is like in friendships and love is the imperfections, is the things that you might not like about yourself might be exactly what makes people feel so crazy about you, so I don't know. I probably won't rewatch this video because I usually don't, so I don't decide not to post. So if sometimes it seems like I'm rambling and you can't believe how I posted the video that way, it's because of that. Because if I start rewatching, then I will censure myself, and then what's the point? So yeah, so I'm gonna do this. I haven't done I'm really excited about the Hobonichi release, like really excited. Last year I picked a cover I didn't like because honestly, I had tried the Hobonichi weeks years ago and I didn't have much hope that I would stick with it. And I did. And now I can't imagine not having it. So, yeah. But see, like I was mentioning, like I did do a drawing there, but that's the weekend. And then usually the weeks I have my kids, I usually have more pictures, but we were also on vacation. So I love the way this looks. Like it's probably, yeah, this and this, probably my favorite pages. But I think the reality is more gonna be like this, which means some days it's just gonna say Fit Nice 19 and find things to draw. We went to pick up, my daughter loves this book called Phoebe and Her Unicorn, so we went to pick up the next chapters on these books for her at the library. So yeah, it's all about finding. I'm having the same issue almost. It's not an issue, but in my Hobonichi, illustrated Hobonichi, there are days where I'm like, okay, what am I gonna draw for that day? There's nothing that I want to draw about that day. I don't want to draw that I did laundry, and you know, that's not why I have this. And I have not done a lot of the Hobonichi challenge, and so I keep them for I literally keep them from the days where I don't have pictures. But I'll show you because I'm done here. This gotta dry. I'll show you here. Oh yeah, I did this cover. I think I had showed it to you. I used to have a Vanity Fair subscription, and those were pieces of a fashion shoot, and I really like. I actually wish this was in the front because that's my favorite. And then I put a sticker here, which I highly regret it. But I digress, as always. So I was going to show you. Usually, I'll do. Okay, so I draw. Usually I draw something from the day, right? And like the other day I had this page was empty and I don't know why. I think something came up on my YouTube with Audrey Hepburn, so I decided to draw her. So that was one time where I did this. That day we saw this movie, so I drew the poster for Spider-Man. And then I've had for the first time this totally like me drawing girls and trying to I did something I had never done in Switzerland. There was, so we would walk past this river, past this bridge, and there was a pool there with the sunflower fields and everything. Then right here, there was two swings and a little bit of a gazebo where you could stop. And so while my kids were on the swings, I just sat down and I drew this. And that was the first time I ever did that. And I really liked the results. I thought it wasn't half bad. I think this was the same. I was at the pool there and I had an empty page. I drew this. This was the place we stay at in Paris, but I decided to keep it black and white because a lot of the colors are the same and so it wouldn't render, and I just like the way it looks like. This was a failed page. I have a few of them. If you want to know what can make me cry of laughter in an airplane, I will show you. So I was drawing in the airplane and I was getting really tired. I don't know how long our flight, it was on the way. So I tried to draw me doing paddle boarding and my boyfriend who I took in the picture, and this is what happened. This is what happens when you don't use a pencil. But I could not stop laughing. I just thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So as you see, I have empty pages, and then I kind of have, you know, like I need to fill this in. This was a picture my one of my very good friends from high school that I saw in Paris posted. She's in Ireland, and I just thought it was really pretty. But I still have to color so much, and I don't know what it is, but I'm having a hard time doing it. See, this one I colored right away, and I had done like a whole picture of the view in Switzerland, and I started coloring it and I didn't finish, because that's the problem I'm having too, is I started and then I get sidetracked. And these are literally studies on faces and eyes. Took 2 seconds. I don't know why I don't do that more often. Oh yeah, this is the other one where I sat down and I looked at the view and I tried to draw it, and I started coloring it and I'm still not done. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the illustrated Hobo. I still think I'm doing really good, and I'll probably keep drawing. If you want to see me draw, the only thing is I usually use my phone to shoot. Not always. I also have obviously a camera that I can use. But if you want to see me draw, I need my phone so I could shoot it with the Fuji while I'm looking at the picture that I'm drawing, because I do look at pictures and basically copy photos. That's how I do all these. But yeah. So that was a lot of rambling. I hope you guys had fun, or at least it was entertaining for a little bit. Thanks for watching. Always thanks for the lovely comment. Thanks for the lovely ladies who decided to take home 2 of my covers already since yesterday. Foxy Fix is gone, as well as the Pemberley Caspian. So these have been sent to a better home that will enjoy them. But thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.